we are now as the lights start coming on. Revs are up in Bahrain, and lights out, and away we go in Division 2. Skeefy going into turn 1, looks like it's going to be at the tyre advantage, doing wonders. Here we go, is there going to be any late braking? There is some contact between the Mercedes and the McLaren. But up ahead, Skeefy gets away unscathed into the lead, and Owen Howard's already on the challenge by Hayes, who is on the softer tyre, and there's some carnage at the background. I think
someone's done a Grosjean.
Oh,
done a Grosjean.
Oh no!
He's done a Grosjean.
Oh, it was that guy.
Which guy?
Not a great start for the AlphaTauri driver, but it is a great start for the Williams driver. We said at the start, with the tyre advantage, it's crucial. He gets away at the start, and he's done just that. Already a second going into the tight turn 8, is it? I'm not great with my corner turns. And there's an overtake further back with Massey making up the place on Golden Eggshag, and there's more contact. There's a domino effect, and there's some front wings touching the rear of some cars. I don't see any damage, but Corey, that is the first 3 corners of the season underway, and it's Skeefy with an already lead of 1.2 seconds.
Oh, he's flying out in front, and Simon's flying off the road. That's allowed Legend up into 7th place. Now this is going to allow Marsh to maybe attack. Oh, heading into, I think it's turn 13. Trying to go around the outside. Can't make it work. Then Massey's made the move on Pricey down the inside. As, he's going to make his way back through. Up on AB Querty and Marsh. They're now going to go side by side. 3 turn 14 now. Penultimate corner, they do make contact. Does Simon and Querty. Querty breaks very late, and it says Skeefy 1.4 seconds out in front. Carito's making the move on SLR. Liam, he's not waiting around. We saw Liam have contact with, I think it was UKB's Assassin at the first corner. He's now dropped down to 5th after all that. We'll check out the positions gained and lost. And it looks like it is Pricey with the most positions gained, up to 12th place on the opening lap. Mega start for the Aston Martin driver on his return.
Yeah, good start there from the Aston Martin driver, making the most of those softer tyres. Going back to the front, Carito has made up 3 places into 4th place. He's used Urs, unsurprisingly, but he's already got a bit of a gap to Hayes. The chance is there to catch up Owen on the harder tyre. Managed to keep Hayes behind in these early stages, but whilst he's doing that, it just means that Skeefy continues to stretch the gap. So almost a 1.5 seconds now. Biggest loser at the top is the other Aston Martin driver. So Aston Martin have got a great big winner a bit further down, but we've also got a big loser further up, losing 4 places down to 8.
Keeping an eye on Hayes at the moment, who's sticking on the back of Owen. 4 tenths is the gap between the Alpha, well, the 2 Alphas, the Alfa Romeo and the Alfa Tauri, which is going to be called, I don't fucking know next season. Sorry for the language again, I can't
apologise properly, Corey. Apologise properly.
I sincerely apologise for my French. Anyway, back to the Alpha story. I don't know what they're changing their name to next season, but it's like Viva Cash App or something. I don't know. Not going to be called Alpha Tauri. I know that. And it's not going to be in P2 much longer, is that Alpha Tauri, because Hayes, I need to call it Dorito. Hayes is closing in on Owen into turn 1. He's going to have DRS on this lap as it's now enabled. And we might be able to see a move for P2, but we've seen a move for P8. F1 AB Querty down the inside on Simon, and had contact with Mash.
Yeah, I caught the end of that. I think obviously when F1 Querty made the move on Simon, obviously put the brakes on a bit more, allowing the move to happen, and Marsh got a bit caught out, resulting in a bit of contact, which even actually resulted in, there is contact, there's more contact! Oh, the Williams is round!
The big Willie's round, it's Adrian.
Yeah.
That's a 16th place.
Yeah, Willie did a 180 with contact. The Red Bull has been in the wars in the past 2 corners, not the lap 3 the Red Bull driver would have wanted, and yeah, Adrian down into 16th.
Matt, I'm pretty sure I only went 90 degrees. But
I don't bring this moment, mate. I've been waiting for that moment.
Oh, I've been trying to get it in as well, but I haven't seen a moment. Anyway, let's quickly move on from that. Hayes still sticking on the back of Owen. 0.5 seconds is the gap now. But a bit further down the field, Legend looks to be pushing UKB's Assassin through the 13th corner of this circuit and heading towards the 14th penultimate corner. I think Legend is eyeing up a move here on Beast. He's going to get DRS on the main straight, so this should be easy pickings for the Alpine versus the Mercedes. Down the main straight we go now. Start lap 4 of 29 of this Bahrain Grand Prix. Closing in is Hayes. Will go back out in front to her. Battle for P2 with her and Owen. She's going to get DRS again heading down to turn 4. She won't need it because she's gone very deep. She's blocked off the AlphaTauri, but with that, she's moving into P2 now. She's going to get the DRS to defend her and then pull away. So that means we're going to go back on board with LSW Legend because he's closing to UK Beast Assassin. 3/10 is the gap. Heading down into turn 4. Beast used a bit of battery to make sure he holds on to that place.
Yeah, going into turn 1, I was expecting Legend to make the move, but he didn't use any ERS, and he didn't decide to outbrake. He did make a bit of contact with Beast, which unsettled the rear a bit, hence losing a bit of time, and then that gap now being 2 seconds. But with these in this early stage of the Grand Prix, if Legend makes a move on Beast, I don't expect the Mercedes driver to make a move. He's been in this game a very long time. He knows that his race isn't now, his race is later on.
I've found someone just as bad as the RS management with Carito.
Oh, go on. Who is it? Chris Kamara?
Pricey.
Oh.
Pricey's on 12. Well, it was on 12%. I saw that Aston Martin like flash, and I was like, sorry. He's literally matching Carito.
Yeah.
What? Carito's got a new challenger, my friend. Wow.
Yeah, that is. I mean, if certain people are listening to this, that's going to be very comforting news for if you're Owen Howe or SLR Liam. In fact, Carito is on very low ERS, which, to be honest, I mean, they probably don't need to hear us to say it. It was a common theme last season. It'll probably somehow find a way of doing it in F2 cars. But having said that, I mean, Carito is going to make a move at this like on Owen Howe. He's right behind. He's going to go in the inside here. And he is going to make the move, you know. And the Ferrari driver. Oh, and Owen. Oh, there's going to be a bit of contact. There is a bit of contact. And it's unsettled the rear of the AlphaTauri. Owen has lost a bit of ground to Hayes. Carito hasn't given this one up though with whatever ERS he's got left. Front grille to rear wheel, and Owen breaks later, and the place is still his for now.
I don't think it's legal, but he's got horns on his helmet. I've just seen that.
Who's that?
Hey, Carito's got horns on his helmet. You seen this?
Oh. It's either that, or
legal?
It's either that or spring sitting from Barrichello's car.
Oh, the fact that it's a Ferrari as well. Oh dear. Oh dear. That turned dark fast. Oh, that's what Massa said.
Oh, talking of, Carito's under pressure by SLR Liam. Liam's not going to make a move there, is he? No, he doesn't, but he's going to set it up perfectly, potentially down the back straight, if not there, then going down the home straight into turn 1.
Beast is eyeing up a move on. QWERTY's eyeing up a move on B, should I say?
Oh no!
Or into turn 13, nearly at the back of him. And hello, Carito's round. Oh, Carito is round.
Yeah, contact.
Was that traction?
Liam tapped him from behind, unfortunately.
No.
Yeah.
Liam. Poor.
That's a shame, but he did do a 100.
You know what? Liam's about to get out. Oh my, that was a bit late. Liam's going to get overtaken by Legend, but Liam's not going to give this up. Liam's getting his elbows out this evening. He must be very fuming. I don't know if he's had a bad day at work or what, but he is really getting his elbows out this evening. But that isn't going to stop LSW Legend making his way to 4th place.
It could get worse now because UK Beast Assassin's going to make the move. Oh, that's close on the outside. Liam not leaving any room at all. He's kept the place for now, but he is really under pressure, is Liam, by UK Beast Assassin. Both on the harder tyre, so you would expect Legend is going to pull away from Liam, who actually Legend in the Alpine. He's had a great start to the race. Again, albeit on the softer tyre, but he's making them work.
You had to say it, didn't you?
Oh.
He's going to crash out in about a lap now.
No, he won't.
And it's your fault.
Well, he won't.
Yeah. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. Liam, however, sticking with Legend with the DRS is well, really, you have to look for it, but nowhere near was going to go for the move. It's just got all over that curve. That's now going to allow UK Beast Assassin to close right up to Liam. And I think down the main straight, Matt, Beast might be able to eye up a move if he's close enough out the final corner.
Yep, on me. Yeah, he's been looking at Liam in front, but he's also going to be a bit wary of the threat from behind in the Haas of F1 QWERTY, who's actually just had a bit of a poor exit out of the penultimate corner, so maybe he won't be a threat this time round. But here we go, going down the home straight, heading into turn 1. Are we going to see any moves? Liam looks a bit too far away to make a move on Legend. Beast isn't so far away from Liam. He's looking in the inside. Is he going to do anything from there? He does break a bit later. He's showing his... Oh! And Beast picked up from the behind. Oh, and I said that he might have to be a bit worried about the driver from behind. I didn't think he was going to have to worry like that.
Oh,
but...
Mash! Oh! Mash is a contact, I think, with Massey. Oh, dear. See you later, Mash. Well, that's all his good progress undone. Down to 16th place he goes. Weren't sure if it was contact or not. Just saw him sliding off the road, but SLR Mash, after an amazing first few laps, has shot that Red Bull down to 16th place with that spin.
Amongst all that contact with Beast Assassin, it looks like the Howells are getting it from behind today. Liam has actually got the place back from on the Alpine of Legends.
Maybe Legends made a mistake or something, but he's started to drop off now, so I don't know what on earth has happened to Legend there. There where the tyres are going to drop off after 7 laps. Surely he hasn't got any damage that I can see on the Alpine, so maybe it just was an unforced error for LSW Legend. But this is now allowing Liam, who's closing up on Owen now. And,
yeah, he is.
He's used a bit of his backthrow.
He is closing up on Owen. His pace, from what it sounds like, it was good from SLR Liam, and he is currently the 2nd highest hard tyre runner. So, the Skifi's got off to he's a 4-second lead, which is brilliant with the tyres he's on. I still expect the likes of Owen and Liam to catch up towards the end of the race, barring no safety car. But SLR Liam, 1.1 seconds now. He has got some pace in that McLaren, and he's bringing Legends with him. As meanwhile, a bit further down, QWERTY has made the move from Beast, this time without contact.
Yeah, now he's up into 6th place. Here he goes then. Does F1AB QWERTY. Great opening laps for him after starting in P11, if I remember rightly. But of course, with that contact with Beast, which of course won't be too happy with that, as Legend goes all the way around the outside on Liam. But Liam with a fantastic exit. Might be able to get the place back to Hamilton and Rosberg all those years ago. But this time it's LSW Legend getting past SLR Liam and back up into 4th place he goes.
Yeah, good fight in there from the two of them, but I can't help but feel that might affect or compromise Legends' race a bit. He's not pulling away as much as you'd like with that tyre advantage. That's what's crucial at this stage. With the tyre advantage he's got, he needs to start pulling away now. He's had a bit of a poor exit there. I think these softer tyres are dying off because Liam is on the attack once again. He's used a bit of hers. He's up the inside on that dirty Alpine, actually. Looks like it's very dusty and gravelly on the T-tray. Liam has got the place back. Oh, he's lost a bit of traction, and he's managed to skip the price of a place in 4th position, which is Legend, which only helps Owen Howell out a bit more.
Indeed it does. Legend lives to fight another day, as does Liam there with that catch. Had no grip on the inside whatsoever. Might have been the marbles he was catching, and but a very good catch nevertheless from SLR Liam. Of course, may have a penalty looming over him after that contact with Carita earlier, but that'll be down to the stewards and what they say after. But Legend has got to watch his mirrors now, because SLR Liam has closed up again. Half a second is the gap. He'll keep the position heading into turn 1, but heading into turn 4 it might be a different story. Liam could get a good exit. Golden Egg Fryer swaps around with his teammate Carito. That's for the final points paying position. I think Legend will just have the gap here to stay ahead. Skeefy, however, he's had a pretty boring race out in front, but he'll like it that way. 4 seconds is the gap to Purple Haze, who's in a bit of no man's land. Well, no woman land herself in P2. 1.8 seconds back to Owen Howe.
And Carito's gone very wide there, and he's just invited Zach's Beast to transfer and overtake, which he did not take advantage of. The Ferrari team already showing good chemistry this season, which is the complete opposite to what we saw last season, which I think it was teammates with Legend last season.
I can't remember.
But whoever
it's been a while.
It was. I mean, I haven't seen team chemistry like that in a team since Kieran Dyer and Lee Bowyer. Back to the front. SLR Liam is still putting the Alpine of Legends under pressure.
Simon is the first man in season 12 to pick the track limit, so that award goes to Simon. We've already had one award given out this evening. How many more we're going to get given out? Luke Littler's got the Bahrain Masters, so that was the first one given out actually. SLR Liam, he wants a 4th place awarded to him from excuse me, my cough. LSW Legend heading into turn 1. My cough, Matt. My cough. Into turn 1. Don't make me laugh. As Legend's going to hold on to 4th place. His takeover.
Oh, Legends has spun. There's the curse. He's lost it on traction. Oh, he's going to... I think we have someone else has spun. Someone else has spun. It's Simon. Simon has spun. I don't know if he was distracted. I don't know if he was distracted by the spinning Alpine. We've had 2 in the space of a few seconds. It's like London buses here. at the front, and the virtual safety car is out because of it.
Indeed it is. I think, as you said, Simon was just put off by it, to be fair. And yeah, as you said, virtual safety car is now out. Liam has got a bit of a gap in front of him, gap behind him now, so he could just get his foot down and he'll be thanking his lucky stars after that. But yeah, how long is this VSC going to last for? Are we going to see any drive-throughs? Are we not? But Skeefy, I bet, was kind of very happy to not see it turn into a full safety car, because that would have seen his over 4-second lead just drop to absolutely nothing.
Yeah. The commentator's curse is well and truly real, isn't it?
I did tell you, Matt, but you're like,
did. Well, hopefully he doesn't watch it back. He won't.
I'll make sure he does, mate. You know what? I'll clip it and send it.
Why would you do that?
You're just a moron, aren't you? I mean, look at you. You see yourself in a mirror.
Takes one to know one, eh?
Yeah, I'm watching one on screen right now, mate. That's like Liam.
Oh. Anyway, any sign of the virtual safety car coming in? Because if it's not going to be coming in, we might see a few drivers go for some pit stops. Most notably, in fact, Skeefy is in the pits, and he is followed by Hayes. Means it could be very interesting for the hard tyre runners.
Yeah, they're getting hard on.
No! I think we've had a couple. No, that's our first one of the season.
Well done, Kiss, let's go. You're ruining it!
ruining it!
Owen Howe takes the lead of the race then, here in Bahrain. Of course, he stayed out on his hard compound tyres by the race leader, and Hayes. They pitted for their fresh hards, but the problem is, Matt, they're going to come out in a lot of traffic now, so they need to make their way through the traffic ASAP Rocky, or else they're going to be in a bit of trouble later on in this race. But Skeefy, he's not going to lose any time behind Zach's beast, pulls to the outside line, Zach doesn't fight it too hard, and that is Skeefy into P8.
It is looking good for Skeefy. Those medium tyres are looking a bit rank at the moment. I just saw QWERTY go out of turn 2, and the rear just looked like it was all over the place. Currently still half a second ahead of UK Beast Assassin, who I think is just bearing his time now, saving up on the saving up on a bit of tyres, and maybe go for an attacking lap or two when it's ready to pit after that effective advantage pitch stop by Skeefy under virtual safety car.
Oh, I've got a mega helicopter cam here on purple. Oh, you're ruining it, EA.
Nice. That does look nice. I'm just watching it now.
Ruining it, EA. But Hayes is not going to ruin this move. Goes down the inside of SLR Moley. Moley doesn't fight it too hard, but a lovely move from Hayes then. She needs to make her way through the pack as quickly as possible if she wants any hope of winning this race. At the moment, the gap between her and Skeefy is around 6-ish seconds at the moment. So he's lost a bit of time. UK Beast Assassin takes third place because F1AB QWERTY into the pit lane he goes.
Yeah, Pricey's just got a 3-second time penalty as well. That's going to be a bit pricey. Right, UK Beast Assassin. UK Beast Assassin has got some clear air ahead of him and behind. He'll be relieved of that because he's been in a few bit of wars through no fault of his own so far today. We might see a bit of his ERS get used. These 1 or 2 laps of attacking laps I mentioned earlier, we might see that as well, as he is actually. It looks like he's beginning to close in SLR Liam. It's just under 2 seconds. It's just shrunk a bit more, as I say. Oh, all right, scrap that.
Skeefy's catching his traffic at the perfect timing down those DRS straights. He just made the move on Golden Egg Fry, didn't lose any time, makes it clean, doesn't make that corner look very clean at all. And now he's going to make his way behind the Alpine of LSW legend, whose medium tyres are going to be absolutely dead. He's gone very deep into turn 10 there. I don't know how he didn't go flying off road, but he needs to try and get his way past legend ASAP. Oh, you're amazing you are.
It just came out of nowhere. It was like Randy Orton. It just came out of nowhere. Anywho, Skeefy is under a second behind Legend now. Has he timed this to perfection? I think he has. Oh, he has.
I think he's coming into the pit lane anyways, Legend. But nevertheless, Skeefy's going to get DRS to close in now on Massey in the first of the Mercedes cars. He's about 3.7-ish seconds behind, but it'll be on the back of that Mercedes in absolutely no time on those fresh set of hard compound tyres. We're going to see the hard runners maybe in a few laps time. A lot of the medium runners came in. The only one yet to pit on the mediums is Zach's Beast, who started at the back of the grid. top 2 o'clock, who was also down there as well. Mash has been overtaken by Adrian now. That is for P11. As Adrian is one of the drivers who are pit. He was one of the first men to pit in this race.
He's just got the move on Zakis Beast, not wasting too much time at all. That's what's going to be important at the moment, is catching these drivers at the right moment to try and minimise time loss. And so far, Skeefy and Hayes have done that very well indeed. Who is effectively the next... Adrian is the highest, it's third highest. Oh, we got a penalty. That's Carito. Of course he's got a penalty, it's Ferrari.
Oh dear.
But that gap between second and third is actually closing between Liam and Beast Assassin. That might be one to potentially look out for as we head towards the end of the race. Having said that, you give Beast Assassin a bit of a minging penultimate corner there, mounting the curb a bit. We don't want to see too much of that. It's going to damage the car, as they said at Lakeside. 50% of the car on the curb, please. This will be interesting.
Go on.
They've had good bit of history as well with Liam and Beast. And what's going on with Carito?
Carito's just did he slammed straight into the back of Marsh, so that was very close. That's like QWERTY. All over the rear bumper of Carito. I tell you what, the battery difference between the two is quite something. QWERTY's got about a full battery, and Carito, I think you know where this is going.
Yeah. Yeah. As Mash makes the move on Adrian. Mash, who hasn't actually done a pit stop yet. So that's an interesting one, but the battle is not done there. Oh, that's going to be a bit close. And in fact, and Mash has made up one place and he's lost 2 in the process. He might even lose a 3rd because F1 QWERTY is right behind also. Mash. Oh, and there's a tiny bit of contact, but no one's been sent into a 180, which is always a bit of relief. But Mash, who was the threat, is now under threat.
Yes, he is cracking a little bat. This is for the final points position. At the moment, it's Adrian who's going to take that point. Carito, with the 3-second penalty, might be able to get it on track, but we'll see after penalties. QWERTY has a little look around the outside. Isn't going to go for the Fernando Alonso move down the inside. He's going to wait a little bit longer. He's going to go for a good old switcheroo though on those fresh air hard compound tyres with DRS. Through goes F1 AB QWERTY. Potentially through goes Carito. No, he thinks better of it. F1 AB QWERTY up to 12th place now. Carito slices his way past Adrian. They're going to bang wheels now. Towards turn 12 and turn 13. This might end in tears. Carito with the outside. Adrian with the inside. There's not contact. Lovely move from Carito there.
That's more like it. And Adrian lets through QWERTY. So it was all good. Carito making up that place, but he is blinking like a lass in Amsterdam. And now he is going to be under threat from QWERTY in the house, who has plenty of hers. He's going to use it all as well. No, he's not using it, but that DRS is powerful. He's chosen to go around the outside where there's not much space there. He's saving it for the exit of turn 2. You know, he's got plenty of ammo. The DRS is open. Is the ERS open? No, he's not using the ERS either. He's choosing to go for the outside route as well, but again, there's not much space. And there's contact. Everyone likes a bit of Carito's backside today, it appears, but this time he keeps it in the straight line.
That's mad wording, but that's definitely one way to put it. Carito up into 9th place now. I think we had someone pit in the meantime. Quite a lot of drivers coming into the pit lane. It is now open. Spark said, what a move. I think that was to the Carito one that we saw around the outside on the previous lap. Lovely little move it was. Skeefy making moves up into P4. Might be able to make his way up into P3 shortly. I said he wouldn't take much time to catch those Mercedes. He's not making the Mercedes fight it too hard.
No.
Look easy at the moment.
Well, he's made a mess of that last corner as Skeefy, as it's going to be a nice, easy move for the Williams driver. It'll be around now. You would expect the hard tyre runners to maybe go on to the mediums. If they go on for another 2 or 3 laps, I'm going to be thinking they're going to start looking at the strategy I did last season, which I can assure you did not work whatsoever, which is the hard to soft tyre strategy.
Yeah, it's a hard one to pull off. Excuse the pun. But it can work out if you play the cards right. Again, if there's a safety car, it could of course change everything in this race. We'll see Skeefy's humongous lead it will be shrink massively down to absolutely nothing. The gap in the net race lead anyway is about 7 seconds back to Hayes. Ski Feet has got SLR Liam up next to dispatch of second place. We'll see how he gets on with that in a minute. Rito though, looking to dispatch of F1 AB QWERTY. That's for 9th place. This is for a race position. Of course, penalties may change the result after. Rito, after that contact with SLR Liam earlier, was getting himself back in this race, getting himself back in the points. The man who took the victory here last season. I don't think he's going to get it this season if some minor miracle happens. But looking to get some decent points nevertheless.
Not a lot of action going on at the moment now. It seems to have
dull period.
Quieted down a bit as Ski Feed. Looks like the rear brakes keep on looking. Here we go, some action now. The top two are pitting. Owen Howe and SLR Liam in the pits. Oh, Liam!
Oh, you moron!
Oh, for God's sake, man.
Yeah, that means you're going to have to go out 25 seconds of pens now. You absolute twit.
Cheers, son's crying.
Yeah.
Oh, Owen Howe's having a front wing change.
Hey, up me door. What's going on here?
What's happened there then? He must have got damaged.
Visa Cash App RB are changing their front ring on that Owen Howe 36 car.
Where did he get the damage? I mean, if he was racing with damaged front wing, he had very good pace for it, and I can imagine he forgot to turn off the setting there to change it. So that's a bit of a ball ache, and he's behind his cousin, UK Beast Assassin. That's a big loss for the AlphaTauri driver.
Big loss indeed. I wouldn't have noticed it with the pace he was doing. Some mega pace was Owen. But what did he have in store with that front wing damage then? Normally with it just being light green or something, they don't replace it either way. But anyway, Owen's got a lot of work to do now to get back into this race. Liam has joined this battle between his teammate and FRL Carito. This is for P5 on track at the moment. This could end in absolute tears and agony if this goes wrong. It definitely did last time. Carito is in the McLaren sandwich at the moment, which after contact with one of them earlier, he is going to be absolutely pooping his pants at the moment. Liam on the freshest tyres though, might be able to dispatch them easily, as long as he doesn't absolutely murder one of them again. But Carito may be able to dispatch SLR Moley, who hasn't got DRS at the moment. That's what I say. That's got within a second of 1AB QWERTY. Massey now comes into the pit lane in a second of Mercedes cars.
It does look like with 11 laps to go, it is pretty much the battle for third place now. First and second, unless any stunning surprises happen, looks more or less sealed. And
look at Legend. Legend's going to get them both. Legend's going to get them both into turn one here. Could be a double move from Adrian. The Alpine breaks late. I've got an awful camera angle. Liam swoops around the outside. Stays ahead of Legend. Good move there from Liam. Carito loses 2 places in one corner. He is going downhill at the moment and down the pecking order he goes. LSW Legend though looking to make the move on SLR Liam. These two have had a fantastic battle so far this race, and it's going to carry on all the way to the checkered flag. Excuse me.
Very crucial that Liam doesn't lose any time to Legends. He's on the softer tyre now. Legends on the harder. So Liam now, after this sequence of corners, should be able to pull a bit of an advantage. But now he needs to quickly get the job done on F1 QWERTY.
Massey's even came out ahead of Owen. So Owen has really lost a lot of time with that front wing change. Was it worth it? Did he even need to do it? Who knows? But Owen has well and truly been thrown out of maybe a race for a podium.
Yeah, I don't think he. I think he forgot to turn off the setting. Surely that's got to be what it is. He's actually lost a place, I think. No, he hasn't lost a place. I think Beast Assassin has gained a place. I think there's been a bit of Has there been a bit of Mercedes team orders? Potentially, I don't know. I'm pretty sure Massey was Massey behind Owen. Because it wasn't like that on track.
No, I think Beast just undercut him.
Oh, okay.
I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Liam out the final corner we go then. DRS might be able to get it back up to third place now. Down the outside, I didn't even think he was using DRS there, but let's start Liam back into the podium place as he goes then. But with that 5-second time penalty for speed in the pit lane and a collision with Carito earlier looming over him, you can maybe see him thrown way down the order, maybe into P11, come the end of this race.
And there's a fight going on. Beast Assassin has made up another place. He's just taken place of Carito. And that is another job done. And further on in the background, Owen has made the place on Massey. So Howells are on the move. And Legend is right behind F1 QWERTY, but it was within 2/10. I thought he was going to be making a move here. Is he going to do a Fernando Alonso and Lewis Hamilton? He's setting it up well. A bit of poor traction there from QWERTY. Are we going to see anything here, or is he going to wait a bit longer? We're not going to see anything here. He's taken the wide entry into the corner. Good bit of traction. He's got the ERS. He's got the DRS. Are we going to see something here from the Alpine driver? Yes, we are. He's up the inside. Nice move there from Legends. He has done it. Up into 4th he goes.
Lovely little move there from Legend. It took him absolutely ages to get a point last season. Might not just get points in the first round this season, could potentially get a podium. Pretty sure we cursed him earlier. Didn't he spin earlier?
He did.
I tell you what, fair play for recovery.
Tell you what.
Mitty has said, ERS for Carito. I can get that for you. I tell you what,
Get
he's
on
actually
board.
nailed it. He put 10% and I go on it and it's 10%.
Oh,
and he's into the pit lane. That was very dangerous. Jesus Christ.
It was. Owen lost the place to Massey, but he's going to regain it, it appears, going into turn 1. And Owen has backed out, but there's a change at the front. Legends and F1 QWERTY are swapping places. Legends still in 4th place, but the job is not done. The house driver has got the DRS up the inside. He goes. Legends going to try to hang it out on the outside. He sticks it on the outside, and he still keeps the move. All this helping out UK Beast Assassin and the Mercedes, who, despite the troubles earlier of contact and being tapped from behind, he's only a couple of attempts away from P4, and there's more action going on behind between Owen and Massey.
Good little battle of what that was. Just keeping an eye on that. S through side by side through the S's section. It is Owen Howe who comes out ahead of Massey in P7, and now it's going to close it to his cousin UK Beast Assassin for P6. AB QWERTY, though, as we said, has lost that position to Legend. These older hard compound tyres now coming back to bite the Haas driver of QWERTY, who's going to be under a lot of pressure now from UK Beast Assassin, the man who was leading the championship once upon a time last season. The man who won this race on track last season was got taken away from him because of penalties. UK Beast Assassin hoping to return to top form once again here in season 12.
Yeah.
At the final corner we go then. Beast needs to get this move done if he wants any chance of fighting for a podium.
Yeah, I've got no doubt. And UK Beast Assassin, he is looking good here. He's got the move on QWERTY. And into P. Oh, and tell you what, QWERTY's fighting it. Late on the brakes as the house driver, but valiant effort, but to no success. Beast Assassin is in 5th place and is on the hunt now for Legend. And you couldn't rule out a podium. It'd be a fantastic drive from the Mercedes driver to get a podium after the hurdles he's had to overcome this race.
It has. He's done a mega job to get back into this position, and as we said, could be fighting for a podium place after all penalties are applied. Liam has flown away from Legend now, 4.1 seconds. If I think he knows he's under a lot of threat with penalties looming over his head. Of course, has a guaranteed 5 seconds from that speed into the pit lane, but he's really starting to pull that gap now. He's going to be hoping the cars behind battle absolutely tons to get that gap up. UK Beast Assassin closing into LSW Legend, which could be for a P3 come the end of this race. And definitely not going to be advisable to go for a move in this final sector. Beast, we saw him making the moves down into turn 1. May need to make it there again if he wants to see himself into P4 in that Merc.
Yeah, I was just looking at the front briefly. The gap has come down a tiny bit between Skeefy and Hayes, but I think a lot of it's down to management now by Skeefy. They've both got a nice, healthy amount of ERS. I think, like I mentioned earlier, that is going to be the result, barring any dramatic scenes at the front. And UK Beast Assassin has done the move on Legends into P4. He needs to find 1.5 seconds to close the gap on Liam for a potential podium position. Or a bit further behind his action, Corey.
Where am I looking? Where am I looking?
Well, there was a bit of action between QWERTY, Massey and Owen.
Oh, I missed it.
Oh,
the race just flew by. Lap 22 already.
It's not finished.
Hello, Owen. There you are. Another long car. P7 this is, as you said. Owen has a look down the inside, late little move. Can he make it work? It'd be brave, it'd be bold if he can make it work. And I tell you what, with a great exit and those fresh medium tyres, I mean, how lovely little move up into 7th place now, looking to close back into the money. He's been fighting quite a bit this race. Massey. Oh, poor exit from Owen. Who's that going slow? That's LSW Legend pulling to the left-hand side. What's going on?
He lost it on traction. And that is another position gain for Mercedes. So both Mercedes drivers actually having a fantastic race.
Here they are, yeah. Mega job from the two Merc drivers at the moment. UKD's Assassin in 4th, Massey in 5th. Owen closing in on this battle. Now only half a second. It was a second from the end of the previous DRS straight, but with that mistake from Legend, it's allowed Owen to close right into this battle. UK Beast Assassin now 5.1 seconds to SR Liam. Massey's now lost DRS to his teammate UK Beast Assassin, who was flying ahead of him. Legend 3/10. You can see the ERS light flashing on the back of Massey's Merc. Can Legend make the move, potentially going down into turn 4? Is he going to be close enough? Didn't get the greatest of exits, but neither did Massey as well. Staying about half a second, and I don't think he's going to be close enough unless he's going to make a very late move into 4.
It's 6 laps to go. Still plenty of action could happen. I say we've got Owen's really far behind. He's not far behind. He's making the move on the Alpine, same place as he has done already, and he's tried forcing the Alpine driver out. Legend has said, "Nah, I'm not having any of that," but still has to concede anyway, and that is another position gained for Owen Howell. And up next is the Mercedes of Massey.
Owen Howell is owning turn 8 at the moment with the overtakes. 2 moves and 2 laps out that corner, and flew that Alpha Tower up to 6th. And I tell you what, he has got a top 5 on the cards here. He is seeing that top 5 getting closer and closer. Massey, however, is now within DRS range of his teammates, so I think Beast has potentially backed off a bit here. Maybe knowing Liam has a penalty over his head, could maybe see Mercedes 3rd and 4th post-race penalties, but of course that will be left to the stewards. Mercedes could potentially be leading the Constructors' Championship coming the end of this weekend.
It'd be nice. It'd be a nice little something to come out of round 1. I mean, I know it's very early days yet, but nevertheless, we'll see if Tom's going to fight it. UKB Assassin is not going to fight it. Or is he? Or maybe there wasn't any bit of team orders. And Massey has respectfully left a bit of space. In doing so, it's meant the battle is not completely over yet, but no, maybe not. The elbows aren't completely out, which is nice to see. But what that does do, it does effectively give Liam a 3.1 second advantage now with his time penalty. And looking at the gap, Liam is actually catching up on. I know it's too little, too late, but Liam has got great pace here.
Indeed, he does. Of course, that 5-second time penalty looming over him after speeding the pit lane. He's going to hold him onto the podium place at the moment provisionally. Of course, I don't even know what I was going to say there. Massey maybe thinking he's got the better pace of the Mercs at the moment. We'll get the tyres up, see what the difference is between the two. Is it going to be tyre age? No, they're only really 1 lap difference. But tell you what, Massey, even though he's got less ERS, he's starting to pull away from his teammate. So if anyone's going to challenge for this podium, it's going to be Massey. But he needs to find another second and a bit to guarantee that at the moment. But he is, I tell you what, in this final sector, he's closing quite a bit. We've got yellow flag. Who is it for?
Oh, it's Legend, second spin of the day, and make that a third spin. Yeah, there we go. And that's a shame. Despite the spin earlier, found himself back into 4th and 5th. Great recovery drive, but that is his race done for a points finish. And he's just lost another place to Zakis Beast. He's probably going to end up going into the pits because those hard tyres. Oh, in the barrier. Oh, this could be a safety car. It is a safety car. And the likes of Skeefy will be throwing his controller out the window if he's on a pad, or throwing his wheel down the stairs. This is Division 2. We said a lot could happen in 6 laps, and it is. And we've got some drivers in the pits. Who are the drivers in the pits?
We've got Pricey and we've got Moley, and this throws absolutely everyone back into this race now. Legend wasn't able to control his car out the last corner. Into the wall he goes, and we have got a very late safety car, and you couldn't ask for a more dramatic ending, not just for any motor race, but the first race of this opening round of Season 12 here in SLR. Skeefy, who looks certain for this race victory, could still be on it, of course. Has had every single lap near enough of this race, apart from the last where he pitted, of course. He pitted early. Now this is the first time in this race that this race win for Skeefy. He's going to be under threat. Everybody is going to be into the pit lane. If you don't pit, you're a moron.
Everyone,
and I will say that to them.
Everyone's going to pit. If in another scenario, if the gap was closer between the top three, it would have been Omen and RM, but Skeefy and Hayes have got such a big gap to P3 that, of course, they're going to pit. The biggest loser out of this is actually going to be SLRF1 carrying a 3-second penalty.
I think he's got 5. I think he can serve it.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yes, he can. He can serve it now. Has he got the gap for it? I think he has, 6.8 seconds. So, in fact, that's probably done him a favour. SLRF1 could well and truly be back in the race, but what's 4th and 5th going to do? Mercedes! It's going to be a nightmare for Mercedes. A terrible nightmare for Mercedes. Oh, you could beat Assassin. It's going to lose a lot of time. Who's behind Mercedes in the garage? It would be Ferrari,
isn't it?
So as long as no Ferraris come in anytime soon, and Massey is out, UK beats Assassin, chucks on the soft tyre. Is he going to lose any positions? Tell you what, I think he's done all right there.
Loses out to Owen. I tell you what, I think he'll be happy with that in the end. Only one position lost.
Absolutely. Definitely. Is anyone staying out? A Ferrari staying out? Oh no, guess who stayed out?
Oh my God. No way. He hasn't. He has. He has. Oh, we are in for an absolute cluster at the end of this race.
If you're Odin Beast, you're going to be raging. You need to get that move done ASAP. You need to get it done so quick and so clean. Otherwise, any chance of a top 3 could be out the window because of the Ferrari driver, who I'm expecting just to fall like a stone.
Who invited my man? Who invited my man into this race? Oh my God. I tell you what, Owen's a big winner from this. After them having to replace that front wing, he could be well and truly in the battle for top 4. And if he can get Massey, maybe for a podium, but his biggest challenge is getting past that Ferrari.
The Ferrari's going to be the cork in the bottle for the likes of Owen and UK Beast. Maybe even F1 Bertie, he showed great pace earlier. But oh my word, it's going to be very interesting to see what happens at the front, because Skeefy was managing in the past few laps. Hayes was showing great pace, catching up a bit, but Liam, even despite the 5-second penalty and potentially the steward's investigation after the race, was actually probably showing the best race pace between everyone. And then you've got Massey there as well, who is very quick. Oh, this is the start we wanted for Division 2. And we've got another lap off the safety car.
Just on ERS watch at the moment, because we've got a few Carito fans in the chat. Nearly if everyone's on full, apart from Carito. Carito's on 33%.
He's not using ERS behind the safety car.
That's what I wanted to look for. He's not.
And on board with Carito, he's clearly overfilled the car because he is revving the monkeys out of that.
How much fuel? Okay, let's have a look at his dash. He's got about 1.5 laps extra. He's got 1.4 laps extra in the car.
Well, who's going to win from here, Corey?
I think Skeefy has still got this in the bag. I mean, he hasn't really been under threat this race. It's kind of been the only point in the race where he's going to be challenged. And Hayes, don't get me wrong, has some amazing pace. She's going to need to pull off an amazing move on the restart if she wants to get this done. But she's definitely got the skill to do it. Let's see if she can do it on track and prove it. But yeah, I think Skeefy is going to be my favourite still for this race.
Skeefy has been unchallenged all race. Because remember, right from the start, he pulled out a second half lead with the softer tyres. And after the pit stop, he managed to get to all the drivers who hadn't stopped yet at perfect timing. So for the first time this race, the Williams is going to be under pressure.
Safety car is going to be in this lap. We're going to have a 2-lap sprint in this race.
Midsy's nervous. Midsy is nervous. Like, just hold on tight, fella.
I'm nervous.
Hold on tight.
I'm shaking. I'm caking.
Just wrap yourself up in a blanket, mate. Get yourself locked in and just enjoy potentially some brilliant racing or shit show.
Simba's trembling. Wouldn't we all? 2 laps to decide who is going to win this opening round of Division 2 here in Season 12 of SLR. As the top of the screen says, safety car in this lap. It is going to be Skeefy, who's led nearly off every single lap of this race, who is going to get us underway for the safety car restart. As we said, 2 laps to decide the race winner. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be Skeefy? Is it going to be Hayes? Is it going to be Liam? Is it going to be Kislesko, who's only just joined this little trade? A few drivers with penalties, looming over the heads and confirmed as well. course, stewards will be deciding that after. We'll get the results to everyone as we know. And lap 28 is about to begin. When is Skeefy going to go? Is he going to go early? Is he going to go late? Doesn't really want to give a slipstream to Hayes. Doesn't want to give it any chance of getting that move done at all, let alone just into turn 1. He's leaving it as late as he can, and he's gone now. Look at the pack on that main straight. All 20 cars all in one shot. We go. The cars into the pit lane. What's going on? Simon into the pit lane. I don't know what on earth I've just seen there, but it looks like Hayes it can't make the move into turn 1. Skeefy is going to hold it on.
Carito still in 5th place, outbroke himself, touched the back of Massey, unstable, completely unstable, the rear of that Mercedes. Carito still in 5th place, is actually keeping up on the Mercedes. Fair play to the Ferrari driver, but it's round this sector with the sequence of corners. That's where Carito's going to lose time, and that is where Owen's going to have to make the move. I'm currently on board with Owen Howell going through the S's. He's got the grip. Has he got the speed? No, he isn't. He isn't going to be able to make the move yet, and meanwhile the drivers behind Owen are going to be, they're going to be tearing their hair out because they can see that gap getting big. They can see the podium disappearing. Owen's trying to try and go around the outside. It's not worked. He's still behind the Ferrari. He's going to have to use everything. He's got the grip. He's got the ERS. He hasn't got the DRS. He's going to try and go around the outside. He's going to have to be a bit ballsy to do that. He's going to go for it. Owen Howell on the outside. He has done it, I think, Corey.
Wow.
He has. And the
Great
beast
move.
looking in the inside of the Ferrari. Oh, there's a bit of contact. Oh, it's not done
Still
yet.
side by side. Into the last corner we go. Can UK Beast and Sass to get the move done? They're still side by side. Beast breaks later with the fresher tyres. Carito is going to hold it round the outside. This is quite remarkable. Skeefy, new fastest lap of the race. Could take all 26 points. Massey gets SLR Liam into turn 1 for the final podium place. Massey and Liam still side by side. Going into turn 2. Liam's going to keep it on the inside here. This could end in tears. But no, Massey is through. Takes 3rd place on the final lap. Mega move from Massey there into turn 1. Beast into 6th place past Carito. That move is now done. QWERTY's having a look on Carito now. He's not going to send it from that far back, is he? Yes, he is. F1AB QWERTY, very late move from the Haas driver, is up into 7th place. Carito's not going to be able to hold on to that one. And there we go. F1AB QWERTY up into 4th place. But Hayes, I tell you what, it's closed right in on Skeefy here. I don't know if he's made an error or what. Hayes is not out for this victory yet. Half a lap to go for this opening race in Season 12.
We saw some brilliant racing between the Haas, AlphaTauri and the Ferraris there. It's still very close now. I'm surprised there wasn't any bigger contact. But nevertheless, we've only got half a lap to go. Corey, 2 temps separate Skeefy and Hayes. Skeefy, the first bit of pressure he has felt all race. Is he going to do it? It looks like the top 3 is sorted. Unless Liam can pull something out the bag. Massey is blinking, but Corey, here we go into the last corner between Skeefy and Hayes.
I think the gap's just going to be a bit too big. You can see him pulling to the inside, defending. He's doing everything he can to hold on to this race victory. An amazing 29 laps in this race, nearly all changed, thrown around with a very late safety car. But the opening round of Season 12 here in Division 2 is going to go to Skeefy in the Williams. A fantastic, a dominant drive for the Williams driver. Purple Hayes will take P2 in the end of the fastest lap as well. That's going to be 19 points to her. Massey will take P3 on his return. Oh, and to the line, 3 of them side by side. That was in the end. Massey will round out the podium for Mercedes. An amazing finish there. I think that was 3 cars going side by side there. I want to see who that was on the timing tower. Go on, Eggfire gets the in-game driver of the day. Matt, we'll get the race classification up. And who is your driver of the day going to be? Get it down in the chat as well.
I'm going to have to say it was Skeefy. Managed it to perfection from the start. And even after the late safety car showed that he has got some bottle, he can withheld the pressure. And it was faultless, to be honest. That race was faultless from Skeefy. Did everything close to perfection.
Indeed it was. I think I'm going to agree with you there. Mega job. Zach is beast as well. I tell you what, back of the grid. Managed to get P10 in the end. He gets the last point. LSW Legend, of course, was the only DNF in that race. Saw Simon retire in the pit lane actually near the end. But yeah, Legend only one to crash out. Saw that late safety car at the end. We're going to get the top 3 in the party now. Hopefully they've all got mics. I know Hayes does. I'm not sure about Massey. I'm not sure about Skeefy. But it is Skeefy then who takes the opening round of Season 12 in Division 2. 25 points to him and the Williams. Hayes will finish runner-up with the fastest lap. P2 for her. Massey will round out the podium. SLR Liam in P4. Owen P5, UKB's Assassin 6th, F1AB QWERTY 7th, Goneg Fryer 8th, Adrian 9th, and Zaki's Beast will take the final point. Clock 11th, That Guy 12th, Kiss Let's Go 13th, Godzilla 14th, FRL Carito with his penalty at the end dropped to 15th, Pricey 16th on his return, Bowley 17th, Marsh 18th, Simon in 90th we saw retiring the pit lane, and LSW Legend was our only retirement of the race then. We've got the top three in the party then. Please make sure you tick your boxes so we can hear your lovely voices on the stream.